Jennifer Valoppi is a veteran TV journalist who, as lead anchor at NBC6 News for many years, brought us the news that impacted our community. We're next going to give you some insight into what Jennifer has been up to over the last few years since she left local news, and it's been very productive.
The truth about Jennifer Valoppi, an award-winning journalist who's covered the world. She brings to South Florida a passion for journalism.
When she left NBC about 4 years ago, I think that we were talking about what she was going to do next, and the two things that I've always known that she loved, and it's really close to her heart, is writing, and the second thing is helping young teenagers, especially young women. So we talked about it, and I basically told her, I said, follow your heart and just do what you love to do.
Multi-award-winning television journalist Jennifer Valoppi definitely followed her heart when she began to write her first novel, Certain Cure. The book is a medical religious thriller that combines science and ancient prophecies. It was voted the #1 best-selling techno thriller on Amazon and is the National Best Books 2008 award-winning finalist in New Age Fiction, sponsored by USA Book News.
I always knew this was about medical technology run amok and you know, fitting it together with ancient Judeo-Christian prophecy. That was what I set out to do. I set out to take all these really fascinating ancient Judeo-Christian prophecies and make them come true in a modern world without anybody ever noticing. That was the point of the book.
I think it's the mix of religion and technology, and the fact that most of the references concerning the Bible are very, very research and accurate. It's not like, you know, totally fiction. Most of the book is based on real facts, you know, research from the Bible. And then in terms of the technology, it's all research on nanotechnology and how nanotechnology is going to change the way medicine is going to be delivered to human beings.
You know, at first the book is just a fabulous read. I have to admit, I read it in about a day and a half, and I loved every minute of it, and so did all my family members. We read it immediately as soon as it came out. We were so excited. But what I really ended up taking away after finishing the story are the concepts and themes within the book that the main one that I thought was really interesting was the idea of science versus religion and ethics, you know, medical ethics, and how far should you go with certain ideas, and when is it the point to stop, and when is it the point to continue?
Marissa Tassin is a former television producer who worked with Jennifer at Channel 6. She was not surprised to see Jennifer quickly mastering the art of writing a mystery novel.
I thought it was actually a really natural transition. Being in the news business, you are writing on a regular basis, so it makes absolute sense. It's a different type of writing, and I was really impressed when I read the book, but it really is a natural transition.
It's a little ironic that I decided to write fiction, but it was a lot more fun, I can tell you that. What a liberating thing to do when you're dealing with facts and reality every day, and then all of a sudden you get to sit down and just make the stuff up, you know. I mean, it was great. I mean, I didn't have to worry about whether the soundbite fit the story or not. All I had to do was change the words. So it was, you know, it was very liberating and a lot of fun.
Some people have wondered if Jennifer herself is one of the characters in her book, Certain Cure.
People have said to me, you know, are you in any one of those characters? Because there is a woman there that's a television journalist, and she's probably the furthest from me, probably by design, although she's like me in some ways. But I think there's a little bit of me in every single one of the characters.
Jennifer Valoppi has continued to follow her heart since she left NBC News through pursuing her other great passion, Women of Tomorrow. She founded this mentor and scholarship program in 1997 to help expose young at-risk women in the South Florida schools to possible careers.
I think what makes it successful is the mentors that we deal with. The mentors are really involved with the girls. They are focused on mostly listening to the girls as opposed to going in and just talking or just kind of like dictating to the students. They actually listen to what the students' needs are and they address those needs. And that's the important thing, and the girls know that they care about them.
I've always loved to write, and so that's really what I'm doing. And my great passions have always been writing and women's issues and teenagers. So, you know, working with at-risk young girls, and we've just had such tremendous success with the program, and working to take that national now is such an important and rewarding part of my life. I mean, that's really probably the most important thing I've ever done.
For more information about Jennifer Valoppi, log on to CertainCure.com.
The preceding program was a production of WLRN Public Television.